Welcome to Hamilton County TV, and this is Perry Williams with Hamilton County's football coaches show. Alongside me today is Coach David Sharpe. Welcome, Coach.
Great to be here, Perry. Thanks.
Coach, good win on Friday. Of course, I guess wins are always good, right?
They're always good. It's so good. We've worked so hard to outperform a school of equal size, equal talent on a Friday night, and to we had some great plays, we had some bad plays, but we made just enough plays to win the game, and it was awesome. The kids were so jazzed up afterwards, and it's like you could just sense that like all the hard work, it all made up for it on Friday night once the scoreboard said 0 seconds on that clock.
Well, the score ended up Noblesville 20, Franklin Central 13, but the defense played pretty well. I mean, you got 3 interceptions going in to the game. The first 5 games, you'd only had 1 interception. You had 3, 1 for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's funny. It's we are not complementing each other, offense and defense. We didn't do much at all in the first half offensively, but defensively, we come to 2 huge interceptions, both for touchdowns. One got called back, obviously. But then in the second half, when they started to move the ball a little bit, especially in the fourth quarter, that's when the offense sparked up, and we got the 2 big runs from Owen in the second half to really open things up for us and kind of seal the deal.
Yeah, the one thing you're talking about that offense a little bit, I remember last week you talking about that you kept telling OJ, it's going to come, it's going to come.
Yeah.
And, in that first quarter, no, it was in the second quarter, I think he broke one for 31 yards, and in the third quarter he had one for 40 yards.
Yep.
And then right after Zach Bevin's interception, he had that 90-yard run. So,
there we go. Yeah. It's going to happen, and we're going to keep feeding our horse, and he really made those huge plays for us, and it was a big factor in us winning the game, obviously.
Absolutely, and of course the kicking game was good again this week. I know Addison had I think 2 or 3 inside the 20, which is huge.
And don't forget the field goals today.
And the 2 field goals. Both of them, it seemed really odd. Both of them were 31 yards. So
yeah. No,
maybe his magic number there, Coach, or 31.
No, it's a wonderful feeling as a coach knowing you can rely on your kicker punter to literally win you a game. And we never hesitate to let Graydon bomb one. We know we can be a little on the conservative side as long as we don't turn the ball over. And we play good defense, and we know we're going to get great special teams play with Graydon, then it's a recipe to win ugly games. And it was ugly, but it's a W, and we know that's our formula for the rest of this season.
Yeah, and you got to the quarterback, too. I think Tolliver had 2 sacks,
yeah.
And then there was one other. So you had 3 sacks. So.
Yeah, we know our front seven's very athletic, and Coach Metz does a great job of being creative with his blitz calls and who he's sending, or if he's sending anybody at all, and we think we can keep defenses on their toes, but to get to those third downs, those money downs, our defensive line played very well. I think we held them to 42 yards rushing or something along those lines, so that was great to see. And we just got to shore up some of the things in the secondary, because late in the game, when it was desperation time, they did make some desperate plays, and I know our secondary is going to have a great week this week to make sure that doesn't happen again. Yeah.
Now this week, next 3 games, and the first one being Hamilton Southeastern. It's Hoosier Crossroads football. It's another grind. It's another good football team. Let's talk a little bit about Southeastern.
Sure. I think they have really invested in a lot of read option game with John McCall, their quarterback, and they have 2 really good running backs in Jace Alexander and Blaine Wirtz. I know these kids' names because I coached on that team last year.
Yeah, this one's a good one. You don't have to use the numbers now.
I feel good about our scouting report, but I'm also worried because those kids are very, very, very good players, and their offensive line, most of those kids started last year, and they're doing a great job. They're very, very, very well coached. Coach White's and Coach Kelly offensively, they do a great job, and they've put up some big numbers against great defenses from Avon and North Central and Fishers. That they're really doing a great job. And then defensively, we know that we're going to see JT Muchner, number 51, he's one of the best D linemen in the state, and he's going to be a handful for our offensive line. And then Nate Haas and Jackson Constantine are two big, strong, physical linebackers that they're going to be all over the field as well. So we know we're going to see a complete team. As always in this league, you know, there's such great coaches, great kids, great players, great schools, and that's what makes it fun. We hope to come out with a spark. I liked our juice that we brought to the first quarter. Felt we really played with way more passion and emotion. I think that was a big key to us getting off to a pretty good start.
Coach, you know, also, you know, they have a good running game, but also McCulley's not too bad at throwing the ball, and he has Taylor, the wide receiver at 6'3", so
yeah.
that's a pretty good sized boy, and he can also catch football.
Oh yeah, no, they can definitely do both. They have really made teams pay both on the ground and in the air. So yeah, Coach Metz and our Coach Concoli, the rest of our defensive staff, they're very impressed with them offensively, and they're very excited to come up with a game plan to try to slow these guys down.
Well, Coach, you're home again here this week. It's kind of nice to have two back-to-back games, basically going in with the victory in last week. But Hamilton County TV will be here again this week to do the Hoosier Crossroad Conference game with Hamilton Southeastern, and we wish you the best of luck on the game Friday night. Appreciate you giving us the opportunity to come out here and talk to you and get a little take on some of the things you expected last week and you expect coming this week.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Perry. Go Millers.
Go Millers.